Other people may have tried to give you an identity, but you can take your identity back. You can be who you are and not who they say you are. The enslaved persons didn't have a choice. They were forced into slavery, but you have a choice. You can reframe your identity. Happy Sunday. I heard something that I know will empower you and help you through your week, this coming week. I was riding in the car with my husband and I heard this person, that people driving by. Let me let this car go by. I was riding in the car with my husband and I heard this person refer to our ancestors as enslaved persons. And I remembered something that I thought about when I first heard that term. Instead of referring to them as slaves, referring to them as enslaved persons. Now, hang in there with me, okay? Hang in there with me. It's going to help you understand how you can take ownership of your identity and reframe who you are, how others see you, and how you see yourself. The reason why you would call those people who were enslaved persons instead of slaves is because when you say slaves, you kind of give yourself permission to put them in captivity. You know, what do you do with forks? You put them in the drawer. What do you do with laundry? You put it in the hamper. When you take a person's identity away and make them an inanimate thing like a slave, even though a slave is animated, a slave is autonomous or whatever, but it still is below human, you know what I mean? So it kind of justifies itself. But when you say an enslaved person, now that throws the weight of blame back on the person who's putting this person. It makes the slave a person. And the person who's putting this other person in slavery, you know, it holds them accountable a little bit. And I was thinking that is amazing. It's accurate. It's something that you definitely should do. But at the same time, we can apply it to our everyday lives. Like our parents may have said things about us. You're going to be just like your daddy. You know, you're going to be just like your mama. You ain't going to be like your sisters and your brothers, all y'all. Other people may have tried to give you an identity, but you can take your identity back. You can be who you are and not who they say you are. You know what I mean? This was something that I learned something that was kind of ignited in me a long time ago. When I first heard that we were now referring to those who were captured and imprisoned against their will as enslaved persons. And I was like, wow, a lot of us are enslaved persons. That the trappings of even our own thinking, or what we've seen in generations, or what people have said to us, and we have the right to be free. I don't know why all of a sudden it's just traffic highway out here. Normally it'd be a quiet day. It's Sunday. But now because I'm trying to do this video, y'all know how it goes. Everybody and their mom and their cousins, their aunties, and all their little friends are driving by. So let's try again. So we're all held in slavery to a certain extent as we allow ourselves. Now, the enslaved persons didn't have a choice. They were forced into slavery, but you have a choice. You can reframe your identity. Yeah, so today I would say take today and, you know, start to look at yourself, what you really like to do, you know, what is in your heart, what makes you smile, and start to reshape your identity. You are more than what they say you are. You are more than what you feel you are. You are even more than what you have become. You're more, you know what I mean? I'm more. So just food for thought on this beautiful Sunday. I was sitting here editing and I realized I didn't tell you how to reframe your identity. Well, let's start with one for today. One is through your words, how you see yourself. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Learn to see the beauty in who you are. Look at yourself and ask yourself, why do I love this person? Ask yourself, do I love this person? And if you don't, fix that. Find a reason to love yourself. Find a reason to be patient with yourself. Find a reason to forgive yourself. Matter of fact, we can start there. And let's do a part 2 on reframing your identity because it's deep. This is deep work. And I'm not a psychologist or a therapist. I don't even know all the steps. I just know what works for me. And it started when I accepted myself for who I was. And I decided to believe that I am beautiful. And I decided to believe that I am loved. And I decided to believe that I'm worthy. These are all decisions that I had to make. No particular order, for no particular reason, just what popped in my heart. And so I encourage you to do the same thing. But I know words play a huge part in rebranding yourself and redefining your identity. And when I say branding, I mean for you only. Everybody else will catch on later. But right now we got to work on us. We got to get our heads straight. So start with your words. Speak kindly to yourself. Speak kindly about yourself. You can do all things through Christ. Yes, you can. It's not a lie. It's true. So let's start with our words and we'll go from there.